What can I make you do? Why I only work with unsatisfied leaders. It's time to be an authentic leader. One of my very first coaching assignments, and I say assignments because I was literally assigned to be this leader's coach at a nuclear plant. One of the very first few meetings I had with this leader, he said to me, "Chris, you've helped to equip some tools and created some good guidance and tools that I will use with my team here. And I appreciate that. I think that's helpful. However, this whole coaching arrangement is total crap." Except he didn't use the word crap. He used nuclear terms, if you will. He said it was a complete waste of time. It was a total waste of money and really wanted nothing to do with it. And I had words that came to me that I now appreciate. I'm not exactly sure where the words came from. What I simply said to him was, first off, thank you for sharing with me. Because I could have been banging my head up against the wall wondering, why am I not getting through to this guy? Why is this guy not more engaged? And he was just open and transparent, which I can understand because these folks were scrutinized beyond belief. They had a ton of consultants and coaches come in over the years. He's seen it all before, and this guy was just fed up with it. I think I probably would be too. So I thanked him first off. Second, I said, well, first, I hope you can appreciate and understand that I have been hired to be your coach. And because I've been hired, the expectation is that we are going to be meeting on a regular basis. What I would like your permission to do is let's continue with our meetings if you'd be willing. All we will do is I am going to share with you all the information and additional tools and really what I'm doing with other leaders here at this plant. But I'm not going to ask you to do anything. You don't have to do anything that we talk about. I'm just going to share it with you so that you benefit. And the way in which you benefit is that you will not be caught off guard when you go to team and staff meetings. When people are talking about things that they are learning or they're implementing or they're doing, I don't want you to not know what that is. So I'm just going to share with you what I'm doing with them so that you're in the know and you can have meaningful conversations. But as far as expectations, that's where it stops. It's not going to be any more. The leader sat back and he realized, well, that's a reasonable request. Sure, let's try that. I'm not committing to anything. Let's try this. You can go ahead and continue meeting with me. You let me know what we're working on, and we'll see where it goes. And I thought, fair enough. So that's what we'll do. So that's exactly what we did. I would meet with him on a regular basis. I shared with him what I'm doing with the other leaders there. And here's what happened. In time, he ended up trusting me. And he also ended up doing just about everything that we talked about. He didn't have to even commit to me. He didn't have to even say, I'm going to do that. He just started doing stuff that we talked about. Some of the tools and ideas and concepts that we talked about, he started implementing them. And what happened is that I released him from the requirement of actually having to do the work and being forced into a development sequence that he didn't necessarily agree with or was not a part of. And he ended up being one of the most successful leaders I've ever worked with. At first, I thought it was going to be a disaster, but releasing all of that and allowing the leader to lead and to receive the information the way that fit best for him is actually what ended up being the total success. So I just love this story as a reminder to many of us. We know a lot of people who we work with, they should be doing this or they should be doing that. And my suggestion and my challenge to you is to release that. Come at it with sharing information for people to consider, but it's ultimately their choice. So I work with a lot of leaders. I can share a lot of information with them, but in reality, I can't make any leader do anything. I can't make them do anything that they don't want to do on their own and that they don't agree with. So I simply don't make them do that. If you are a leader who have employees who are reporting to you, or if you are leading a project team where people are working on your project team, focus a little less on telling people what to do or how to do it, and a little more on how they can identify what their next course of action, what are they actually willing to do. I'd love to hear your comments below where you have maybe struggled with this or maybe had some successes. What are some things in your career, or maybe you've had a leader who helped you come to your own conclusions? please put those in the comments. I'd love to hear what your stories are.